What's up guys, my name is Courtney Budzyn and this is What's for Din. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make an old-fashioned pecan pie. This is so delicious and it's old-fashioned because we're not going to be using corn syrup. We're actually going to be using sugarcane syrup, which is a lot healthier than high fructose corn syrup, but it's still sugar, so don't get me wrong, it's not like you can go eat this every single day and not gain weight. But this is absolutely delicious, served with a scoop of ice cream. Everyone will love it and it's so easy to make. So you're going to need a pie crust. Now you can either get one store-bought or you can make your own. I made my own homemade one and I'm going to be sharing a video very soon about how to make it. I also have some sugar, a little pinch of salt, some vanilla extract, pure sugarcane syrup, some eggs that I whisked together, and of course pecans. There's some crushed in here, there's some whole, there's some half. It really doesn't matter, just as long as they're pecans. So the first thing you want to do is preheat your oven to 350 degrees, and then you want to get your pie crust rolled out, and if you've got store-bought, it probably already is rolled out, so you don't have to worry about it, but I'm not, so I'm going to flour my surface and roll out my pie crust. And we're just going to flip this up, put it right in our pan, press it in, make sure there's no air bubbles. Okay, and any excess that falls off the side, you can just tuck that right under as best you can. So all I'm doing now is just pinching the sides just a little bit to give it somewhat of a decorative edge. So all you have to do in order to do this, put 2 fingers in. Usually you put your finger right up against where you had it before and push in the inside very gently. So what I'm doing now is I'm going to cover this with some saran wrap or plastic wrap, whatever you want to call it. And what we're going to do is stick this in the freezer. And the reason I do that is because when you put it in the freezer before you bake it, it holds its shape so much better and it gets a lot better color. So I'm just going to stick it in the freezer and then we'll make the filling. So now we're going to work on our filling, which is very, very simple. So the first thing I'm going to do is put my cane syrup in a large bowl. So what I'm going to do with this is put this in the microwave for 15 seconds, stir it another 15 seconds. That way it's a little bit less thick and I'm able to mix everything else together. You don't want it piping hot because then you scramble your eggs. So I say about 30 seconds, 45 seconds, whatever that takes for you, and then we'll do the rest of the ingredients. So that's the consistency you're looking for, and it's not too hot, it's just really warm. So to that I'm going to add, by the way, I forgot to mention that you need melted butter because when I opened the microwave to put this in it, I found this, so I forgot to put it out. But you need some melted butter, so we're going to add that right into there. Some vanilla, sugar, and I'm just going to whisk this together before I add my eggs in, just to cool the mixture down slightly. So we're going to go ahead and add our eggs and give that a good whisk together. Of course, we have to add our pecans. Just fold those in. Okay, I just took my pie crust out of the freezer and I'm going to pour my filling right into it. So I went ahead and I made a few little shapes just to make it look cute. You don't have to do that, but I just wanted to show you a quick way to make a really easy leaf. Since we're doing the season change, I wanted to do snowflakes and leaves. You just make a slice. I had some extra pie dough and I figured I might as well use it up. And then take it out, and then you can just make, sorry my hand's in the way, a line down the center, and then the little veins of the leaves. Just like that. Then you got a cute little leaf. So what I like to do is just kind of lay them on the sides. You can kind of just decorate it any way you want. So that's about all I'm going to do, but I'm going to take a little bit of an egg wash. I just cracked 1 egg and put a little bit of water in it, and then lift up the little leaves that we did and just put a little bit underneath so that they'll stick and not slide around, kind of like super glue. And then we'll brush the tops of everything with a little bit of the egg wash as well. So now what we're going to do is throw this in a 350-degree oven for about 50 minutes, 55 minutes, depends on how hot your oven is, but you want to put it on the lowest rack possible so that nothing burns. You'll know when it's done when the top is slightly firm, when you just lightly touch it and the crust is golden brown. So I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. So this is what it looks like once it comes out of the oven, and I actually stored mine in the refrigerator overnight after I let it cool completely because It was like 8 o'clock and I had just eaten and I was like, you know what, it's probably not a good idea that I have a big piece of pecan pie before I go to bed. So that's why I look different. The problem with a lot of pecan pies is that they're overly sweet, so sweet that they'll knock your socks off. But this is the perfect amount of sweetness, and you can put some vanilla ice cream on top and not feel sick to your stomach because of all the sugar. And as proof, my socks are still on. So if you want to remake this recipe, just look below in the description box. I'll list all the measurements as well as the written instructions. And please don't forget to subscribe if you're not already. And also don't forget to smack that like button. And as always, thank you so much for hanging out with me, and we'll see you next time. Bye.